Hi everyone. So we've lost to Chelsea 3-0. Doesn't quite provide the true story of the game. The scoreline, I think, is very, very close, as we all know. Um, Looking at the team lineups, surprisingly, Noble came in. Ben Rama was put back on the bench, and I think David Moyes a little bit perhaps respecting the Chelsea forward line and attacking sort of prowess they got within their first lineup and kind of squad. And I think we're carrying a few knocks that perhaps fans don't really know about and doesn't quite come out, and that's why we don't quite understand some players that start, some that are on the bench really. So just got to respect the management in terms of that really. Put the ball in the net 3 times, including Rice's goal, and Bowen's one should definitely have stood. It looked okay. I think Silva was making a meal of it. It hardly got touched, went flying to the floor. Surprisingly, VAR didn't have a look at that. So that's something again we need to discuss, I think. And they were quite lucky at half time, sort of 1-0 really, and between the second half starting and up to Benrahma coming on, we did everything apart from scoring. I just kept thinking any minute we're going to score now. We're well on top, but still thinking, David, sort of you need to take either Fornells or Noble off because we are actually containing them quite comfortably. We just need someone at the front to put it back in the net, and who better than Yarmolenko or Conor Benrahma? And I would have brought both of them on and taken Fornells and Noble off, purely because of the way the game was going. So David, a little bit slow to react, and we got perhaps a bit tired at the end, and it became 3-0, and not true reflection of the game. And we knew we were going to come to this point before the game. I told a few other people that even if we lose today, we will be 10th before Christmas, and that's a great achievement for the club, the management, the backroom staff, the players, but not the board. Because I think it's because of the board we could have gone even higher. We've got a really average squad, especially in terms of forwards, as I've said many, many times before. And you can only rotate and bring on a certain amount of players, and the striker is a focal point. I'll give you an example of Spurs. If you take Harry Kane and Son out of the equation, I think Spurs are around 6-7 from bottom at best. If you don't have those quality strikers, it makes a big difference. And even going back to, for example, looking at Callum Wilson at Newcastle the last game, he didn't have one chance created for him by the whole team. Not even a ball in the cross that went near him. And he scored. He won the penalty, unfairly, put the ball in the net. That's what you pay for. And Haller, I know a couple of things about Haller. He does come across as a nice guy, honest guy, really good around the camp. No issue that way, but he just doesn't have it in his personality to be the aggressive David Cross, John Hartson, Carroll, Arnie type of character striker that we need. And you imagine Callum Wilson, Arnie, any of these guys in this team, it would be even better than 10th. I mean, if we'd won today, we would go 5th or 6th. Very fine line, and I just want the fans not to be too disheartened. We've had a really great start with the squad that the board have given David, and we've come a long way from when he took over. It's coming up to the 1 year anniversary. We're doing okay. But we do desperately need those 3/4 players in to supplement the squad. A few of them are carrying knocks and niggles, and as fans sometimes we don't see that, and we are on their backs sometimes when they don't deserve it. We've done really, really well. Just hope we don't lose the momentum. The shape was still good. I mean, I'm not going to even look at the last 2 goals. It kind of happened out of nothing, really. I think this game was a draw at worst situation. Maybe we could have nicked it, but wasn't to be. Just give David the tools that he wants. Don't forget, I mean, Haller's not really his player like one of the two of the others. So just give him who he wants. He wants Tarkowski at the back. I think he wanted Eze. We all know that now, and he looks a great player, comfortable on the ball. And give him the striker that he wants. Whether it's King or not, I'm not sure. King might be a good short-term solution for a year or two. So yeah, a bit disappointed. It was eventually going to come to an end. We're still one of the few teams who've still been fairly consistent week in, week out with the squad that we've got. 10th, like I said, that's a really good start for, 13, 14 games gone. It's up to the board now which way the season's going to go. It's got nothing to do with the players or the management. We cannot carry on until the end of the season with Haller and Antonio who's a makeshift striker. So anyway, come on you Irons.
For West Ham fans everywhere, this is the ultimate football app for you. Never miss a thing with the latest West Ham news, gossip and social stories as they break. Download the free COY Irons app now from the App Store and Google Play.